Hi everyone. Today we're talking about two of the core features that Lizer Agent Studio has: short-term memory and long-term memory. These are some of the features that are part of the long list of features that are available in Studio. We'll talk about defining these two and then talking about when to use it as well. So using all the features also doesn't save the purpose, doesn't solve the purpose because it makes your agent slow and it increases the credit consumption by a lot. So choosing the right feature for the right agent is quite essential. So let's start with defining it. Think of having a interaction with your friend. Every interaction that you have also depends on the previous interactions that you have had. So, similarly, if I draw parallel in lines with and building an agent, short-term memory does the same. It tries to remember the last few interactions that you have already had with an agent. For example, if you look at the proper definition, it says it retains contextual memory for the last 100 inferences. In case if short-term as well as long-term memory switched off, it will treat every message that I'm giving to it as like a first message that agent and I'm having, even though I have been conversing with the agent for the last 5 minutes. And difference between short-term and long-term memory is short-term memory stores it for the last 100 inferences, but long-term memory can have interactions that are quite old. And the way it does it and tackles the problem of making the agent slow is it tries to summarize the previous messages, previous interactions, so that it retains the context. At the same time, it does not slow it down. So let me walk you through an example. This is an agent that's called AI therapist, and it tries to help you people through counseling. So I switched off short-term memory. So let's start with saying, "Hey, I'm feeling low. Uh, Depressed due to lack of social interaction." If you look at here, it tries to greet me again. It's like it considers this message as the very first interaction that I'm having with the agent. And proximity. It again sums up everything. Now let's say I turn on short-term memory. I click on update. Now I say sum up my conversation on my issues. See, it tries to take the context of the previous interactions that you have had. So it talks about feeling low, lack of social interaction, lack of friends nearby. So short-term memory has retained and looked at the previous interactions with it, previous messages with it, and then based on that, it has interacted. So the right time to use features like short-term and long-term memory is when you're building a conversational agent. An agent like AI therapist requires back and forth messaging, so short-term memory is required essentially. If you think that your agent would require long conversations over even 100 interactions, then you should turn on long-term memory. Hopefully this has helped. Thank you.